How you doing? I'm the host of the Real World J podcast show, and you know how we do. Each and every time we get on here. I really appreciate y'all for joining the show. I really appreciate y'all. Uh, love y'all for joining. Love y'all for listening. Love y'all for for being here for us. Cause if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here. Cause we just be talking to ourselves. And but we really appreciate that for for the people, for people who's in America, who's in because I see the I see where the downloads and where the streams coming from, and shout out the 42%, is in America. 13, but like no, like 16% is in South Africa. But particularly in Zimbabwe. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Shout out to India, for another 14%. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was high though. Y'all was in the 20s and 30s though. What happened? What am I doing? And or we not, or we're not doing our part. We're not doing our part. Please let us know. You know where you can find us and let us know. Um, I just really appreciate and the topic today is toxic people. Damn. Yeah. And then it's like, because some people don't even mean to be toxic. In, in your life or in your mind or whatever, in your heart, whatever. But in the end of the day, if it doesn't work for you, then like if whatever they doing or whatever they saying is even making you like conflict or make think about what you got going, but you really believe what you believe in, you know what you know is true. But especially if someone always got something I always got something to say about, not something to say about what you believe in, but it's driven about what they believe in and they know what you believe in. It's like we can have different conversations. And that's when I like digress and kind of be like, man, and fall back in. Because like, what I'm saying, what I know is what I know, and what I believe in is what I believe in, and what I know, what I believe in, and what I know is true. 'Cause I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it with my own eyes. So you can't tell me, what I'm saying, you can't tell me different. So and and those, like I said, people don't mean to be toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like in your life, they just, what I'm saying? People are just in your life for a moment or for a second or for, what I'm saying? Whatever, a pass by. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean you got, you know what I'm saying? Don't mean you got to hold on to them. That's just real talk. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. Like, don't mean you got to hold on to them. And so, so that's just, shit, that's just real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know who people who got rain, but if you get like rain, what I'm saying, like you get like security cameras around your house, whatever, and then you sign up. I guess it makes you automatically sign up for like the rain neighborhood, whatever, whoever's in your neck or whatever. People in your neighborhood could be like thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. I don't know, what I'm saying, hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying, and they just like post stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I heard gunshots. Like, I just saying something. Like, I heard gunshots, whatever. Not saying it ain't true, but sometimes a lot of stuff that they be popping up, that don't be true. They just want some. They just want attention. They just want somebody to react to what they saying. You know what I'm saying? It could be a total lie. And you tell me, and you telling me that's not toxic. I just like that into like real life. What just happened right now? You know what I'm saying? It's like that's toxic. There's not a toxic person. Just one reaction to something that's something that they made up. You made up something, but you know what I'm saying? But you want like a full blown like reaction. Like you want people to care about something that's something that don't exist, and you think that you ain't toxic. Me, but make that make sense. You better make that make sense. But like I said, it's vibing music. Like I said, we got walk-in music. We're gonna let people walk in, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know me, I like the vibe anyway. So it's kill two birds, one stone. Let's go.
Did someone give you something to help you ease the pain? Like the liquor in the bottle, we watched you slip away. And I feel as if I know you through the bars of a song. Always surrounded but alone. But no goodbyes. You'll always be Miss America. We watched you fly high, but nothing's free, Miss America. And as you fall apart, we just call it on. 'Cause it's so hard to breathe. Was the picture in the paper not the face you recognize? Did the makeup never make up for the pain behind your eyes? 'Cause I feel as if I know you when you're on my silver screen, but I don't know the dark places that you've been. But no goodbyes. You'll always be Miss America. We'll watch you fly high, but nothing's free, Miss America. And as you fall apart, we just call it art. Was it so hard to breathe? There's another voice singing heaven's choir tonight, to fill the silence left behind. And I don't know what goes on in your mind, but I'm sure it's enough to make me cry. Someday we'll find you live forever, but no goodbyes. You'll always be Miss America. We watched you fly high, but nothing's free, Miss America. And as you fall apart, we just call it art. 'Cause it's so
We call
hard
it
to
part. We
breathe.
just call it art. That's so true. People call it part. We call it art because it's just something that it's like a it's like a real reality show, and that's toxic because the people around you that will watch the show will watch your real life show and not even like say a word or even like try to give a helping hand. They're not people you want around. You you can't tell me that ain't toxic. Like you know what I'm saying, your demise is not, you know what I'm saying, it's not that, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't make them feel. It should make them feel good. You know what I'm saying. It should be a topic of conversation. You know what I'm saying. Unless it's with you. This is with the individual. That's what I say. But I'm different though. But and then like you gotta understand, like people can be toxic. People can be toxic in your life if you because some people, like I said, like I said earlier, like some people in your life to be like, you know what I'm saying, just for a season, a moment, you know what I'm saying, pass by, you know what I'm saying, walk by, drive by, hidden by, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. Heard something, hold on, like outside though. I got that ring. Shout out to Head Giver for joining the Real World J podcast show. Really appreciate you for joining the show. Really appreciate you for listening. And we talking about toxic people. And like I was talking about, like I said, I was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like a toxic person is someone that is in your life that will let you just go through, you know what I'm saying? Just let you just go through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? Without saying anything, without a helping hand, or no, wouldn't even try to like, you know, holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Check you about it. You know what I'm saying? Or have a conversation about it. That's a toxic person because your downfall is their enjoyment, and your downfall and what you're doing and how you slide down is the topic of somebody's conversation or her conversation to someone or to somebody to someone. I heard particularly. I don't know who was who. But I know toxic though, because I didn't seen it, I had lived it, I had done it. But the thing is though, like when you know you toxic and you know you're doing toxic things, or you're doing things that make people toxic, and you know you kind of need to change that. You be like that, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like you know you live and you learn, you freeze and you burn. Shout out to I messed that up. Eli S O. He said I'm dead. I mean, you know, if you live and you learn, you freeze and you burn. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what you know until you, especially when you know what I'm saying? Like you jumping out the porch, you know what I'm saying? You like 20, 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? So when you jump out the porch, you trying to, and then you walk into the real world. You get into the real world, and you know, like and like a lot of people are not taught about the real world before they get into the real world. I was one individual that was not taught about the real world before I walked into the real world. So everything was a trial error for me. And so I just took I took to the thing I took benefit to the things that I was good at and to the things that I was okay with. You know what I'm saying? I was determined to work on it. And that's how I approached it. You know what I'm saying? When it came to like myself, when it came to work, when it came to like, you know what I'm saying, like women, you know what I'm saying, when it came to, yeah. Back then because like you gotta understand, like I told myself like I jumped out the porch when I was like 19. And I told myself like I ain't gonna have no like I ain't gonna like settle down or anything like that until I'm like 30. I meant that. Shout out to Ian for joining the Real World J podcast show. Like I meant that. Like I so hardly meant that. Like that was like on my board. That was like my because I was like I can't do all the things all the other things that I want to do if I'm, you know what I'm saying, if I'm caught up in, oh, somebody pregnant or, oh, I gotta, I got like a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I had like several. So I had like five, like in rotate. I had like five all in one time. So basically, if you want to just kind of like just kind of make it make sense, I'm trying to if I don't make sense, I'm trying to make sense now. Like, so basically, I had like five girlfriends, but I wasn't like their boyfriend. Or if I was, I wasn't a good one. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay at 20 if you're trying to figure it out. And then it's like if that's what you like to do, but as long as you know what I'm saying, like as long as you working and as long as you doing what you're supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. I promise you it'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that forward. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? You can't play. You know what I'm saying? You can't play if you don't got no money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my mind said. I was like, man, if I go to work every single day, you know what I'm saying? If I just pay these bills, then whatever I got left, you know, so I can do what I need to do. And it was way more enough. You know what I'm saying? Especially for me. You know what I'm saying? For I was just going to the club, hiding at women. You know what I'm saying? With the woo. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you get that, you know what I'm saying? What you doing after the club? Then with the woo, that was man, that was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet days. You know what I'm saying? But you know. And then and then you go to um but you know that was toxic too for like me I was a toxic person because like I was saying like I was like because I was doing toxic because I was doing things that would make toxic situations and then that will you know what I'm saying put a person in a toxic situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like so it took me a long time to see myself that I was toxic. But because I was so because I was so caught up in what I was doing, the narcissist in me. I was so caught up in what I was doing. So like it was just like you don't give a F. It's like cause like I used to tell I literally like no lie anything I say on this show like I say this show is like broadcast like worldwide like you can download us on Spotify or Radio, you know what I'm saying, like everywhere, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, you know what I'm saying, like everywhere. So anything I say is the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's called the Real World J Podcast Show. But um that was the disclaimer. Um um what I was saying was like, cause like you understand, like that narcissist in me. You know what I'm saying? Like that narcissist in me. Like I was like, because like at the end of the day, like I used to tell people like, man, love Jay with your mind and not your heart, and we won't be having these conversations. Do you know that is so horrible to say to someone when someone you know what I'm saying? It telling you how they feel about you. Are they caring about you? You know what I'm saying? Or are they trying to look, you know, are they trying to have a little future with you? You know, they see a little future, you know what I'm saying? But you playing, but you playing. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't even really, back in your mind, and because it's just in the back of your mind because it's not in your heart. Because it was never in my heart. I just be like, man, when this gonna be over? So you just say stuff just to keep it, PG, cool, so you can just like leave the house. So I just say stuff so I can just walk out the house without like getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Okay, that be just keep it safe, just keep it G, man. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying. Say your words kind, say them soft. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get out the house. You know what I'm saying? So that was my mindset. I didn't give a damn about what you were saying. But like I said, that was narcissism. That was a toxic. You know what I'm saying? That was the toxic person in me. You know what I'm saying? So and then like I remember I had like you know what I'm saying. I remember I had like five women at one time. Like you know what I'm saying. But that was kind of like my number though, because I always like thought of it like a basketball team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always got somebody to hit. So you got always somebody you can call that's gonna make that shot for you. You know what I'm saying? So uh yeah, see the narcissist. See, but in real life though, I ain't lied. I ain't lied not one time. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like so and then so you know what I'm saying with that, it's like, man, I remember I remember on Christmas. I remember on Christmas that come like my mama man like my mama know how to gift wrap like anything. Anything. I don't know what if it was a car. Shit, gift wrap to get that car. I just saying how dope my mama is to get rapping. Real talk. Shout out to bows and hearts. Uh, I guess I think. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. My bad. But shout out to you for joining the Real World Day podcast show. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Full Circle Jake. I call it Jake. Unapologetic Jake. You know what I'm saying? Home with the Twin Disc Eagles. You know what I'm saying? We'll host Mark 2.25. Mark point 2.5 twice as nice and had the time. Yeah. But yeah. Uh what I was saying, I remember I had five so basically I had five women. And I remember it was Christmas time. I had five women. So I'm involved so I'm in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Cause remember they keep me occupied when I'm not at work. You know what I'm saying? Because I was never at home. Uh that's that's another thing about being a toxic person. Being around someone for a long period of time and not invested at all. I ain't trying to laugh though, but that's true though. That's true though. We done done it. Somebody had done it to you. You know what I'm saying? They was on they were thinking one thing, you thinking another thing. Is that on you or that's on them? Because if you didn't have if you went to another level without having a conversation with someone, then I think that then you might be the problem. Um, yeah. And then I remember I had five women, and then I remember I bought five gifts. I bought five gifts. Went to the store, bought five gifts. I had two jobs then, and then I was going to school too. And so, and then I used to, man, say I used to like, I used to have a full life, like, and that's what I wanted, a full life, you know. So I just made it make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was for me. And so, remember I went over my mama's house. And all that, I called my mama. I was like, Mama, I said, I got these gifts. I said, I got a few gifts that I got to, I need you to gift wrap because, you know, I ain't good at it. She like, yeah, I know, baby. Come over, come over. Then I came over with five gifts. She was like, hey, you give a girl five gifts? You know what I'm saying? She was like, you must really like her. What's going on? What's on that? What you ain't telling me about her? I said, nah, these are five different women. I ain't laughing. I'm just telling you my story. My mama looked at me. Mama said, I know this is a phase for you because you got your daddy in you and you got to get it out. So I'm not going to tell you that you need to stop this because you're going to stop. But she said, "But I'm gonna wrap these gifts up because you my son, because you're being a horrible gentleman." And she was like, "What's their names?" She was like, "What's their names?" You know what I'm saying? And so I wrote down the names of each one. So you know what I'm saying. So it'd be right. So shit, I thought that made sense. You know what I'm saying? And then so I started. So I started at. I got up like at 6. So I started like at 7:30. So I was like, I was at the first person house like at like at it was like at 7:20. And then so early in the morning too, so we spend like 30 minutes, and then I gotta go next one because I was like, man, I gotta my same line was like, hey, I gotta go back to the house. I gotta prepare for what I'm saying, for my grandma. You know what I'm saying, and all of them knew that I went to my grandma's house for what I'm saying, for Thanksgiving when she used to have it at our house. So it was it was a big family thing. So it was whatever. You know what I'm saying? They were doing their thing, so it was like it was never like, oh, can I go? No, hell no, 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 narcissism, toxic. And then I remember I went with the next house, within the next house, within the next house, and then kind of like, and then the last one I went to is kind of like the one that I kind of like I had. Only one that I had feelings for, you know what I'm saying? That someone, someone that I the one I kind of like, the people got, you know, whatever. Yeah, but I really appreciate y'all.